Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft Feed the Beast, Agrarians guys. This would be episode 7. In this episode, we are going to go over the mob farm that I built. You'll notice I'm floating, I'm in my little cheaty world. Well, started out as my first world because I was impatient, waiting for my new recording equipment, and started playing it because it's pretty cool. So, on my regular world, I did not build it on camera due to the fact that it's going to take you a while if you're careful at all because, you don't want to fall off the world. And now that it is built, it is a little bit of a pain because, as you can hear, it's filled with mobs. So I will do what I would have had to do on my other world. Except a lot safer and a lot quicker. Man, got wisps in here. Oh yeah, they're gonna be all over this world now. Hear the cat in the background. Let's take the roof off here. Hey, what's that? Back. Let everybody burn. Put the centerpiece up here for reference for something else. As you can see with these wisps and stuff, if you do this on your regular world, you're not really going to be able to do it this safe enough. Holy cow, that is a lot of wisps. That might end up being a problem down the road. To clear the wisps out, or not to clear the wisps out. Yeah, I'll just dive on these guys a little bit. I have not thought this through. Yeah, I'll just dive bomb them. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Hiding all your particle effects. Last one. There we go. Alright, so now we are all clear and quiet. I hear another one around. Hey there, buddy. What you doing down here? Peace and quiet again. Okay, so the mob farm. It is a pretty standard mob farm. It is built as such. We'll clear a little bit of the sides out here. So that you can see the basic frame of it. And that's why the cat's so loud, because she has made it into my room. So, the mob farm. Let's take another look at it. Basic column that goes up. You are going to make 4 columns up. I believe I made this one 30 high. So you will make columns 30 high. Let's get in here. Once you get up as high as you're going to go, you're going to connect oops, you go back there. Okay, so you see your columns going up. You're going to connect them. Once you connect them, you are going to go out 1, 2, well, let's look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need a platform at least 8 out, because that's how far water will flow. You do not want it going down. It should terminate right here at the end. These originally weren't popped out like this. They are popped out like this because I miscounted and I made the wall at the 8th spot. So once you go out, you're basically going to have your columns coming up, and you will have basically a giant plus sign 8 deep with floor. Okay? On each side, you are going to come up 2 blocks. You have to come up 2 blocks because the mobs are going to spawn on these spawn pads. And eventually drop down into the water. If it's only 1 high, they can just get out of the water. You don't want them to be able to. You want them to basically flow down like such. Let's see if we can't spawn something. Let's spawn a zombie. So you get a zombie. He's going to fall in there. Can't get out. He will drop all the way down to his death. So that is why too high. What I did is you make the plus sign, then I make the borders around it. All the way back to here. These too high as well. No water in them, obviously. Then you basically jump up, and you are going to go out far enough to connect these, to make the spawn pads. Only one. Obviously, don't use half slabs. I went up 3 high, because I wanted Endermen to be able to spawn as well, without having to, build up higher in the future. So you got your spawn pads, got your walls. Still no water in there yet. You're going to have to light this up with torches so stuff doesn't spawn while you're there. Then you're going to put your roof on. I just used half slabs. I still had to put torches on the outside because for some reason with F7 I was getting X's. So I just went basically up 2 half slabs or 1 cobblestone block so that I could go out 1 to give it a little overhang. And then, as you saw before, just went straight across. In the center where the drop is, I went up an additional 2. And that is solely for if I want to expand this down the road, I know where the center is. And, you know, I can break the roof off. Or basically build on top of the roof to double up the half slabs, make full slabs to get the water flowing and everything. And then after the room's all built, I can just break the center out. And basically you have a double layer. Now what I did, and I'll show you on the other mob spawner I did, because this was kind of a build and fix as you go deal. Going down here, what you doing? Into the void with you. Because obviously once you get up there you have to get down, which is somewhat of a pain. So what I did is, aren't you being a tough guy to kill? So what I did is while I was building this, and I did this the same time that I did the column. Actually, I did it before the columns. Because I made 1 column up and I was building, throwing ladders in it. Partially due to the fact that then I didn't really have to count too much. I had my set height, so I knew how high I had to go. And once I got up here, I built this column at the same time, putting ladders up as I went so I could get down, up and down easier. I walled these off completely because I did have some little cross hatches to make it look better, but mobs were falling on them and not dying, so I boxed it in completely. And then I found that some weren't dying when they hit the ground. So I made these punji sticks, which are basically just, let's see, yeah, 5 sugarcane in a row gets you 5 of them. This way, if something falls, it doesn't die. They take damage from these until they do. And I raised it up 1 more to put them in because I was hoping to put hoppers underneath them eventually, which I still have not done in the other area either. So that's basically it. Put some barrels over, but this is the test world. The other one is a little different. I like it a little bit more. The access is a little nicer. It doesn't leave this giant area here. Because what this does is, I go up here, go around, and then up again to get to the roof. Because the roof is obviously last thing you build. Then when I was done, I had a hole in the wall right here. There's ladders on the other side of this now, but basically I had the hole in the wall here. Run around. Put these over the sides so you can get the water in them. Because you basically want it all set before you start removing torches. Remove torches from a section. Remove torches from a section. Delete them. Remove torches. Delete. Delete. This is the last section. You remove the torches. Add the blocks. And then I put the ladders up. And that way everything is all good. Everything's sealed. It's dark in here. A lot of people say you got to run back. You know, you got to get away, 30 blocks or something. I think this is quite a ways away. I forgot exactly how many blocks I put it away from my base. I think I went with the number, or the approximate number that the book has when you look at the quest. And then you start running back. I got about halfway down. You'll be able to know when it starts, because if you hit F3, in the upper left-hand corner, Minecraft 1.64, you have C, you have E. E is entities, and that is, there's 9 entities in the world right now. I am looking at 1. So I'm not sure what's up there that's causing that. And then like here, in the field of view is the first one. So there's 6 entities in my field of view. So you look up there, you'll see that number on the right begin to rise, and the left. And that's how you can tell that it is running. So that's for that. Now, one thing I did notice, and I'm not sure if it's because it's double high, is Endermen around the island. I don't know if they're coming from here. I don't think they are, because I have this closed off. I close off all the sides till there's just a little bit, so you can get items out. And in case you're here, and something falls and it didn't die right away from the punji sticks, you can just hit them a few times, get some experience as well. I closed off everything but one side. That way you can get in and get the items. When I get hoppers, I won't really have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, that is the mob spawner. So I'm going to jump over to the regular world, and we can take a look at how it's working. Be right back. Alright guys, and we're back in the regular world, and here you can see the mob farm that I created on this world. You see, it looks a little bit cleaner. I made my ladder going out far enough to get to the roof. So I built this, and then I did the columns up, and then I went this way first to connect them together so that I could get down. Now, what I was saying with F3, if you go up here right now, I'm looking at 37 entities, 36, 37. It hovers around there. I did put some half slabs up on those spawning pads. I saw some people that did that. It seemed like they were getting more entities, but yeah, let's go sleep real quick. You'll notice like the little arch there. It's just a little area for me to fight Endermen. So they can't get at me. Because like I said, I do end up with Endermen. How do you say this is not night? It's getting dark. No, hold on, let's doing this real quick. Ender lilies. Still not fully grown. This is like hours of playtime, so you are not gonna make an ender lily farm and get stacks and stacks of ender pearls. Alright, so let's go take a look. I adjusted the base a little bit to make it easier to get at stuff. See, basically I put some half slabs here and then cut out the sides so I can run through. I did notice the other way that sometimes things would drop on me and I would get damage. But here's my little stairway to get up. I still misjudged a little bit. So there's a step in. But this gets me up on the roof. Heard a lot of things. Enderman. Leave you alone. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. The most nerve-wracking part of it is just building it over a void. So as you can see in just that little bit of time, there's a lot of items. So you can build it higher to make sure there's no chance of them surviving. The thing I get mostly that might stay down there for a couple seconds are spiders with the walls, which seem to be a relatively large issue with any drop mob farm. What we'll do eventually, if I ever get any rubber, is change it from water to conveyors. And then basically all I'll do is I'll remove the water and just replace it with conveyors. That way you can get Enderman dropping down. Been working on getting dirt, which took a little bit. But I have enough dirt, so we can do the next phase. Oh, I also planted my cactus seed right there. I really want to move this farm too. I'm starting to build an area out over there. Oh. But some of you would be asking, wow, that's a lot of cobble. I built the igneous extruder, if you remember. And basically just set the output to the right. With cobblestone, it will never use up any lava or water, so you can make a ton. There's 64 sitting in there because the chest is full, and it fills quick. One thing I did notice, if the bottom fills before the top, it'll only fill the bottom. So it fills from the bottom up too. So basically when this filled, I just transferred everything to the top, and now I just take from the bottom. See? If I take from the bottom, it shoots it over real quick. You'll see it turns back on. So, yeah, very nice. If you change it to obsidian, it will use the lava and water. Basically, 1 bucket of lava, 1 bucket of water. But it does save you the time of running with a pickaxe. So, let's eat real quick. Oh, I'll show you the juicer I made. It's really easy to make. It's part of another quest. I didn't want to go into any of the other quest lines before I finish this one, but this one's nice. Because basically an apple will give you half. But if you make a juicer, which is basically just a pressure plate with a piece of smooth stone above it, if you take that, which I left it in here, take that, just throw that in there with a couple apples, you get apple juice. And that basically gets you one food bar per. So it's a lot more efficient. Let's get our book out. It is also part of this quest. You know, juicer, bakeware, and a mixing bowl. I'm still not going to go to this yet. Still doing this. So, the thing we did, and you'll notice that with the update, it added a lot of stuff. Like the librarian, make a bookbinder. Which, hey, why don't we just knock that one out real quick? I believe that it is not too bad. 2 pieces of string, 2 pieces of paper. So, we got some string. We'll make some paper real quick. 2 pieces of paper, 2 pieces of string. And we have the bookbinder. So let's just get that one taken care of real quick. Just so it's not flashing at us. And well, some of the stuff really moved us out. The one we are doing now is Marietta Butcher Shop. That was the main reason for making the mob spawner. I did grab some of the stuff. Oh, still have it here just for that little bit. So we can manually submit. And this one tells you 24 to 30 blocks away from your base. I think I'm about 30. I think I went out 30 before the split. So we will pick flask number 1. Why are you not letting us? That is odd. Rotten flesh bone, 100%. Everything's good. That is odd. It is not letting us claim the reward. So we will have to see what's going on with that. I wonder if there's even more. 35 miles per hour, 35 blocks away. Oh, that's it. 24 to 30 blocks away from the base and plant grass seeds. That's for passive mobs, 35 blocks away from your base for the mob spawner. So once you have a cow, you can create slime. If you have not gotten a rubber seed from sifting dirt, you can craft a rubber sapling by combining a slime ball with any other sapling. So I don't know, maybe it's because we have not planted grass seed, and I have some here. Have to see what the bookbinder does eventually, but so let's go plant this grass seed real quick. It is possible that there was more stuff in there. See, got my little grass area. All I have to do is plant it, and vanilla Minecraft mechanics will eventually have that spread out. And before you know it, we will have passive mobs. So that is pretty much it for this episode, guys. We're at a little over the 30-minute mark. It's getting dark. I got, it is pretty bad in the beginning. I used to love when I got these giant trees for all the saplings. But after a while, they take forever. I'm going to have to do something about that. I used to go up, break everyone with the crook, but it takes a ton of time. So I am going to take this tree down. That's the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys found it a little useful for your mob farms and such. As always, if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite, whatever you deem necessary. So that's it. I will talk to you later. As always, be good, and see you later.